Hello and welcome to Throwdown Thursdays. My name is David and today I'm joined by my good friend and fellow teammate Ashley.
Hello.
And today we are playing Carcassonne South Seas. This is a standalone version of Carcassonne which drops the points a player earns when scoring features and replaces them with resources to buy sails at the end of a turn. Sails give players points. Whoever has the most points at the end will win the game. So actually the first thing you notice about this game is that there's an absence of the scoreboard.
Yes.
And the abundance of resources that you have in this game. So automatically it's different to any other Carcassonne that we've played.
Yeah.
Like the original or even the Amazonas one. But I feel like it doesn't take away too much from the overall feel of the game. It still feels very much like Carcassonne, doesn't it?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, it's still really enjoyable. And obviously your points are on the sails. So you're focusing on what's on the sail and then trying to get those resources, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But because obviously the way the tiles lay, there could be loads of fish out there and you might not be able to get onto an area with fish, which makes it very difficult to approach, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you kind of just get your tile, stick whatever meeples you can put on, and basically that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. There's nothing more you can do. You've just really got to try and go for the resources as quick as you can. And as best as you can, really. If you can get two fish, like who's that Natalie's just tried to do, she put her meeple down in the ocean there to get them two fish, then you just got to go for it.
Yeah, exactly. In hopes that either someone, well, Sarah's contributed to it, but someone will hopefully stick a boat down, so that'll force it back up again. You find with this game, what I've found with this game, people tend to go back and forth to the same ocean of water to get the fish. Obviously, once Natalie comes off of that, all right, we'll cover up one of the fish, but the fish will still be there. So, and if it's unoccupied, you can go back in there.
Yeah.
And especially if you've got a tile with a boat on it, you can go in and out really quickly and collect, X amount of fish. Also with this game, what I don't see that much, although Sarah has done it now, is trying to edge in on people's features.
Yeah.
You can see Sarah just stuck in her yellow meeple there, trying to get in on with Natalie, because that's an extra 4 fish for her, which would be really nice. But it doesn't happen as much as in comparison to the previous games. That's quite a key aspect of Carcassonne, I find. And the fact that it's not there, it's kind of not upsetting, but it kind of takes it away, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I feel like it's like one of the key features of the whole game. But you still got the whole scoring other people's features as well. James just there placed the boat down, forced Natalie and Sarah to obviously gain their resources back. But now the ocean is ready for somebody else.
Yeah.
And sometimes you think if there's a fish there, you have to just keep reminding yourself that there's 7 fish there or X amount of fish there, just so when you get that boat tile, you can get on it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So at the moment, you're sticking up with 1 sail, and it's only worth 2 points. Do you find storing the resources important, or not really?
Well, sometimes it can be. I mean, you can save your resources and go for the bigger boats, like the 5-pointers or the 6-pointer, especially because the 6, I think, is the most you can get from
6
one
is
tile.
the most, yeah.
So yeah, sometimes maybe just saving up and just hoping that it comes out soon, so you can buy it first. It's a liable option, but yeah, I just felt like in this game I just wanted to get points quick, and like I've got 2 tiles already, 7 points, same as Sarah at the moment. So yeah,
you just got a nice 5-pointer a little while ago. Obviously, another big difference from the original games that you've only got 4 meeples.
Yes,
which is very, very. You become very aware after you've placed your second one down. Oh, I've only got 2 meeples left.
Yeah, the one thing that I did actually forget in this game at some point was the fact you can actually take one of your meeples back. If you've got no meeples and you want to take a meeple back, you can.
But you don't get any resources.
You don't get any resources. That's the downfall.
Yeah, exactly. At the moment, you've got a meeple in the middle there. That's next to now 5. I think it's 5 fish. No, 6 fish, because the river goes all the way up, doesn't it? It's around 4, 5, 6, around 7 fish.
Yeah.
So he's okay there, but you don't want him to leave because that's a lot of resources there. But if you look at this meeple here, I think it's just on 1 road with 1 shell. So that's probably going to be the meeple that you would take back out of all of them. You've got a nice island over there with some bananas on it. And the marketplaces, they're really risky as well, aren't they?
Yes.
Unlike in the original game, where once you surround them, you get 9 points, or at the end of the game, you just get points equal to the surrounding ones. At the end of the game, you don't get anything. If you surround it, you get you get to choose one of the sails.
Yeah.
So at this point, James is probably trying to focus on getting that done. Natalie's got one as well. but you're going to try and focus on getting it done, because otherwise it's a wasted meeple, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
And then that means you've got 3 meeple to play with for the rest of the game, which isn't a lot. So Natalie plays another one. I think she's gonna take it. So she's got 2 on the go. So if she can finish those 2, that's two free tiles that she gets to take.
Yep.
James places another tile. He's only got 1 more left for his island, but it's a very obscure. It needs to be surrounded by water.
Yes.
And they seem to be very scarce in this game, it seems. A lot of them are already out. It kind of reminds me of the winter version, where there's a lot of roads.
Yes, there is.
Not so many island pieces. And if they are, they're always just like small, tiny ones. At the moment, I think there's 6 or 7 islands being created right now. And that big bit of ocean at the bottom, which did have loads of fish in it, has now got... Well, it's got 1 fish in it.
Yeah.
Now, all the boats have been, taken over and everything. But overall, it's still an exciting game. I mean, do you have a general focus, or does it all depend on the tile that you get?
Yeah, I think it's all just dependent on the tile you get and the sale that comes out at the time, if that's what one you want to go for.
Yeah.
I mean, if things start... I mean, for a while there, every tile there was really low. Like 2-3 points. It was just like, do I go for it? But sometimes you just feel like you're going to fall behind if you don't just get a couple of points on your turn.
Yeah.
So you just keep getting the points.
As much as you can, really. You've got no meeples now. All of them are out on the board. And as I mentioned before, you've got that one there, which you've just taken back.
Yeah.
Because you've got another one up there that also has one shell as well. I think you went through a couple of turns of not having anything.
Yeah.
And hoping that you can add to your current features. But there was some where you just placed the land tiles wherever, because you didn't have a meeple on a land tile. So
I actually finished an island with no meeple on it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's insane.
Yeah, and you see there's a couple of empty islands, but normally in the older versions, there wasn't like that. Every castle was occupied, or at least had just, there's got a couple down here that are unoccupied. There's 2 up there that you could get onto. But yeah, it's definitely strange. And obviously if you're going from Carcassonne to Carcassonne, you have to keep refreshing yourself of what's actually happening. So we've reached the end of the game. As we can see, Natalie has the most points at the minute. You also get 1 point for every 3 type of resource you have as well. So actually, it wasn't too great for you.
No, it slowed down towards the end for me.
I think your resources were quite low. I mean, just after the halfway point, you had all your meeples out. You was getting a few land tiles, and that's where obviously the issue comes. So you had to, if you had maybe taken a meeple back a couple of turns earlier, 3-4 turns earlier.
It's something you don't even think about in Carcassonne. It's just taking a meeple back without finishing a feature. And it takes a while to get used to the fact that you can do that in this game.
Yeah.
Which does help, because there are some things you're never going to finish. And you do just have to take it on the chin and just say, right, I'm not going to get any resource for this meeple. I've got no meeples left. I'm starting to make other features. Let's just take one back. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely keep that in mind when playing this version of the game.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Obviously, you still get the resources at the end. For example, your fisherman in the middle. I don't even know how many fish that is. A lot of fish. But,
I think it was about 9 fish in there. 9 fish.
Yeah, a stupid amount of fish.
Yeah.
But yeah, Natalie has the most amount of points in this one. You weren't too far behind. You was around 10-12 points behind her, which wasn't too bad. And James was actually quite happy. He was actually frustrated the whole game because of that the islander in the marketplace on his own, and it was the last tile that he placed. And he got it back, so he was quite happy with that.
I gave him an extra banana as well because I felt sorry for him.
Yeah, he was comparing tiles, weren't you? So you helped him out on that one.
Yeah,
which you could have screwed him over.
Yeah, I could have done.
You could have made it worse for him. But all in all, it's still a fun, enjoyable game. It's just a lot different in comparison.
Yeah.
Not only not scoring points but scoring resources instead, but the whole buying aspect is different as well.
Yeah.
And it does make it complicated with your tile that you get. So, but overall, it's still an enjoyable game.
Yeah, it's still Carcassonne, just with a twist.
It's still good. Not as good as the Amazonas one, though.
Nah, that's my fave.
That is definitely the best one.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.